Welcome back. This is Tom, and this is Tom's Radio Room Show. And I'm going to talk about this book that somebody sent me, one of my subscribers who wishes to remain anonymous. And I did a show, many shows ago, about keeping a logbook or journal, whatever you want to call it, on your shortwave radio activities. And I have been using, if I can dig it out here, this spiral book right here, but this is all my, I call it electronics hobby history journal, whatever. So I've got radio stuff, I've got electronic gadgets, I got Adreno testing information, a whole bunch of stuff in here. So it's kind of general. So if I want to find something about shortwave, I gotta you know, scroll through it and try to find a page, So it's not specific to shortwave listing. So this gentleman sent me this really nice book. It's hardbound. Look at that cable, get out of the way. It's like a snake. It's hardbound, and it's about 120 pages. And if I can zoom in here a little bit, and it's got on here shortwave radio. And in the inside cover, you put all your information. The title of the book, the log number, which book this is, and then your name, your address, and your pertinent information about you in case you leave this someplace or you pass it on to someone else. And then there's a page for some general notes about shortwave listing, in this case in general. You can also use it for scanner listing too. Then they have a couple of pages. Let me zoom in a little more here. I'm maxed out on my zoom. A couple more pages for table of contents. And then we go on, and then they have these general pages, and I'll see if I can get it in view here. The top gives you a little box there for writing something down. Like, for instance, if I was working on that Fifi radio, then I'd probably put, Fifi SDR testing, and then a place for the date, and then the book number, because you could have multiple of these, of course, and then the page number. And then you have duplicates of all those pages. So it's a really nice journal, hardbound, as I said. And you could use, like I have here, and I do have probably a dozen spiral notebooks like this on different subjects, um, such as my gardening and stuff like that. I keep them separate because when you get as old as I am, you tend to forget things that you've done. It's really bad. I even have a daily journal where I just record what I did that day, whether I went to the bank or went to the doctor, whatever, because I cannot remember anything. My memory is just terrible. I can remember doing something, but I don't know. I can't remember when. So anyway, I just wanted to show you this. Thank the gentleman that sent me this, and I'll keep this special just for my shortwave radio listing. And then, when I want to find things about shortwave radio that I've done, it'll be in this book. So if you enjoyed this show, please give me a thumbs up. Get you some kind of book to record your activities so you can go back and review it later. Like, for instance, I'll give you an example of what I've got in here. And we'll just find a page here. This is where I've been trying to get this SDR Uno software working, and all the things I've tried still don't have it working. I want to go back here. Back to where I did some cut and pasting. Okay, here's a bunch of frequencies I recorded. This was back in 2013. And I thought I had some pages. Yeah, here's some pages where I found an article on the internet about um, Barout, I can't pronounce it, a county that's near me, and what frequencies, these are UHF and VHF frequencies are available, and also some information about, oh, these are also include aircraft, military aircraft frequencies, and I'm not even showing it to you. And then here's some for things such as CTOW, radio, just information I found on the internet, printed out, cut and pasted in here. Okay, so that's the kinds of things I record in my journal. Now, question is, what do you want to put in this journal about logging stations that you've heard? Well, you want to put the date, of course, the time, what radio you were using, what antenna you were using, how strong a signal you were getting, what else? The frequency, of course, I think I said that once, the frequency, the name of the station if you know it, and then if you are into getting QSL cards where you've recorded that you received their signal and you sent them a letter or an email saying, I received your signal, and they send you an acknowledgement back, you can put down whether you got a QSL card. So that's the kind of information you want to put in here. And you kind of want to come up with a standard format of the information you want to include as far as reception reports, and include kind of some of the things that I mentioned. So you want to do that so that you're always consistently putting the same information. You might even have, like, one of the first couple of pages, even on the notes page in this book, or even the first couple of pages, put down the template, I'll call it, of things that you need to record when you do a report. So that's the show for today. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye.